What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here, and let's just say rich people are funny to me because right over my shoulder here, this is a 2023 Range Rover. Now, it's no surprise that I've always liked Range Rovers as the best bang for your buck as far as SUVs you can buy and drive, right? It's like it does everything you need without going overboard, and the price range is right. Even the Uruses and everything else, I don't think that there are SUVs out there that should be $250,000. Does that mean I've not ordered them? No, I have. But that doesn't mean I would ever pay that for a personal SUV. But rich people seem to want to spend money on stuff and be the first to have it. Well, I've got the first rental 2023 Range Rover here. This is a full-size HSE, my standard like black on black configuration. And it looks rounder. Like that's the body style change is always what gets the rich people going, because it's not about having the 22 versus the 21, but it's about having something that looks like the new version, like the round headlights on the G-Wagons. People were going nuts because it means you've got the new one, which means you have more money than your neighbor, and that just, I don't know, it's just a very weird flex. But here it is. The dealership, how this one transpired, I went into the dealership 6 months ago, and I'm like, hey, can you get me a 23 Rover? Oh, come on, no way, no chance, $100 million over list, whatever. We're like, look, I don't care when it comes in. I'll give you a deposit, throw me on the list, and when one comes in, it comes in. So the guy called us up, and he's like, well, if you don't want the, this is like 2 months later, if you don't want like the diamond headlights, which are back ordered, I can get you a car sooner. I'm like, you really think I care about diamond headlights? Just get me the damn car. And fast forward 4 months, here it is. And this car, like, this was not a dealer I bought a dozen cars from. Actually, this is the first car I think I bought from them. But they were able to get me this car at list inside 6 months because, allegedly, of the headlights. The only weird thing is they got me wheels that I didn't want, and then they upcharged me $1,200 for them. So be it. It's funny sitting through this, like, dealer thing where they always try to sell you on stuff, right? Like, hey, do you want the underbody coating? I don't see the option on Auto Tempest to pick cars that only elected the underbody coating that are somehow in better shape 30 years later. I think that's a fraud. Not a fraud, but it's definitely it's not an upsell that anyone should say yes to. So here is the real good-looking, or I guess the obvious part on the rear of the car is it's rounder. It's got the two fins up top, but the tail lights are sort of black and body color when they're off. When it turns on, they light up. So that's cool. And as you see, we're going smaller on the taillights. Remember, it was like really cool for the Escalades to have taillights that go from the underneath the rear bumper all the way up over the roof to the front of the car. Well, we're back into a different mode where we're getting smaller again, because bigger was cool for a minute. Now smaller's cool again. Anyway. But this is the 23 Rover. Let me just show you for context. The 22 Rover, which, 06. The 22 Rover's here also was moving towards the smaller headlights, rounder body. And ultimately, I mean, they're both so similar. Both rental cars, obviously. One I can charge just a little bit more for. And here you see the big difference is that the tail lights clearly visible when the car is off. Not so much. Let me just show you the back. See, like, all you could possibly want in a car. This is a fantastic car. I mean, it's got, I don't know how many miles on this, maybe probably 10,000 miles on this already. But lovely, lovely automobile. Nothing too fancy, no personalized stitching. 16,000 miles on this one already. Oh, this one's almost time to go. I'm going to probably run this one more year, and then it goes bye-bye. Look even at that little thing up there. How cute. But you have these side fins, which this was a telltale sign for the newer body range, or the newer versions. And now the 23s. The handles sit flush on the car, and then they pop out. I've got the same on my S-Classes, which I think there's one over there. See how they sit flush. but then you get them to open up. It's not really the best. It's like you gotta, like, I don't know. There you go. It's just not my thing. I think at least they're better on the Range Rover. But like, what happens if your handles stop working, right? You're stuck out of your car. That's not something you want. So objectively, if you look in here, it's fairly similar on the interior. It definitely looks Range Rover. Oh yeah, let's show you the taillights. Ready for this? Oh yeah. Good afternoon to you too. There you go. I mean, nothing revolutionary. Touchscreen. You gotta give it a good give it a good touch there. Big overhead glass roof on this one. I wonder, does that open too? See how much open we get. Oh yeah, it keeps going. Not that much. All right, $129 and $20. I guess the other $7,000 or something was tax. P530. And then here's my equipment. I've got the wheels that I did not order, which are the 22-inch. Not the biggest list of options on this thing, but it doesn't really need it. I don't know if this is the first 2023 Range Rover available for rental in the US, but it's mine, and it's my first 2023 Range Rover. And if you're in New York and you want to give it a shot, let me know. Thanks for watching. Rob Ferretti. See you tomorrow.